how they saw it at halftime.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's James. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was none other than Mean Joe Green making the tackle.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Griffin to throw. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with James. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Edgerrin James, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They go to Johnson again. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running right, here's Falk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Falk. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the give, here's Falk. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Griffin. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily none.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Marshall Faulk,
67 yards.
and the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Edgerrin James. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Falk. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On the jump.
On 1st down, it's James. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's James. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, James. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rodgers to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate. Mom's name, I create and find.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Griffin. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Taylor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Griffin going to give to Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Guess who made the tackle? Yes, Reggie White.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Griffin. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now left side on the swing pass. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now it's Griffin. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's Griffin. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now the 7-time Pro Bowler Marshall Faulk. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Randy Moss, 70 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A give up the middle to Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Okay, break.
Play action. It's Griffin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Going in motion right there, Irvin. Now a give inside for Fall. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
2nd and 9.
Going in motion right there, Irvin. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Dave Casper, 44 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another try after the first down sack. Griffin. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Griffin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They go play action with Griffin. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. As the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to Marshall Faulk. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You got 58. All right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's Moss, complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They give to Johnson going right. And he's got room.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give left side to Falk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
comes at 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randy Moss, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 2nd and 12, Griffin. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties.
been a gangster.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudnick. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. First and 10, Elway. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Elway. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Chicago. Darren Waller, 41 yards.
And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their 1st drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Elway now off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Elway will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they meet.
Here's Elway. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Elway to Allen on the dump off.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now it's Elway. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Elway to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On second down, Elway. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
That would carry for Allen.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all of the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Elway on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Elway.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Charles Tillman.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
After the interception, here's Elway.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darren Waller, 33 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Up the middle, Johnson. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That ball caught. It's the playmaker, Michael Irvin. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped and no, I'm not crazy, I'm just I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Parkers. Chris Johnson, 73 yards.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
In motion left comes Moss. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers now on 1st down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
26.
In motion left comes Moss. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Breece Hall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he rifles one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass string in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Running right, here's Falk. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 33. They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end lift that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Rodgers, a free play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left comes Moss.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs have moved out in front.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers got a man. It's Randy Moss. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randy Moss, 82 yards.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll get this one to Cup. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is going to be Packer football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, Johnson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darren Waller, 59 yards. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding space at the 40.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, they'll check it off to Falk, complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And again, it's Rodgers. Be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Breece Hall,
88 yards.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Moss. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw once more.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Now a give inside for Falk. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown! Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers,
who dumps this one off here to Hall.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer 1st down. In motion left comes Moss.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
26. 26.
They bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
In motion left comes Moss. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
The center receiver in motion to the right.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. On the handoff, this is Falk. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Tries for Rice. Intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rodgers throwing here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
from 6 yards away.
And the Bucs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just at personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.